So for today's video, I wanted to outline the small differences that make a huge difference in the long run. So Tim Grover in his book Relentless said, to be unstoppable, you need to close the gap between near perfect and perfect. And to me, you can see this in rich versus poor friends. So there's these subtle differences that is going to make a huge difference in the large scheme of things. And this kind of goes back to that scientific decision making process where you make those good decisions, they all branch off, or you make these bad decisions, they all, one leads to the next and another leads to another. And you kind of have this chain reaction of events go on. And next thing you know, you've done 20 bad things when you should have really been doing, 10 or 15 good things. And so I'm not going to say the man's name, but I've had direct contact with the person who, in terms of in this region, he would be, one of those poor friends. And so this is like one difference that I've noticed between rich and poor friends is that this man that I'm talking about was not willing to make the small changes in life in order to improve his situation. He would kind of sit around and kind of feel sorry for himself and not take the steps he needed to improve. But on the other hand, I go to lunch with my mentor, Dr. Ed Potter, and if there's something or somewhere in his area in his life that he's lacking, hey, that's Stubby walking in on my conversation. Dr. Ed Potter, he is willing to take the steps in order to benefit his life. So he goes to his dermatologist and gets these cancer biopsies, for example, just in case he has skin cancer. He's always improving his health. If he needs to, he goes to these water aerobics classes. But on the other hand, where this other man who's struggling in his health, he buys a gym pass, but he doesn't use it. And so he's not willing to take the steps necessary, and he kind of sits back and just lets things take course and doesn't take initiative, while Dr. Ed Potter is willing to take initiative. So that's one example that I've noticed. There's many out here. But you want to take notice of these subtle differences between great and not so great. And then you want to be able to recognize this and implement that in your life and avoid going to what these poor friends do, and you want to gravitate more towards the rich friends and see their tendencies, pick up on that, and then go from there. So observe people, be observant, and then that will improve your life theoretically.